Ahem. Ahem. Hello. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hi, everyone. Oh. Do you like the Inception? Do you like the double, triple, quadruple vision going on here? It's going. Oh, there it goes. All right. We had fun there. Hello. Mr. Infinity Bun. That's me. That's me. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing well today. Hi. Hi. Are we excited? Are we excited for today? Today's a very exciting day. Today is a very, very exciting day. I see y'all have been discussing teams. So, disclaimer, actually, as you can see, I have yet to choose a team. I have yet to choose a team. I actually only just found out what the teams were 5 minutes ago. I had no idea what they were until 5 minutes ago. I was so busy today. Very excited. I woke up like right before the announcement. Did you watch the animation? No, I haven't watched it yet. I was thinking we could watch it together. I was thinking we all could watch it together. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's pause the music. Because I have it right here. Ready to go. All right, buns, buckle in. I actually need to do a volume check on this real quick. Hopefully it's not too loud. Okay, it looks good. Oh, it's so pretty! Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness! Stop! No, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. I love that it's got like the old-timey filmy feeling to it. Yo. Ah! Okay. Let's go. I like those two's designs. I do like them. Oh, hi! Comedy, mystery, tragedy! Let's go! Hey, yo! How am I supposed to choose? Guys, how am I supposed to choose? Yeah, the music is good! Keth wants them to kiss. Valid. Me too, actually. So cute! Nothing at the end. Okay. Guys, that was so cute! What? That was freaking adorable. I love that. That was amazing! Roll a dice? I don't know if I want to leave it a chance. Because the thing is, there is technically an option. There is an option to just let the site choose for me. Is there a way to see which team is like heavier than the other? Mystery gives me our ace. I'm just vibing type. Yo, fair enough. They're color coded too, which makes it even harder for me. Comedy, mystery, tragedy. I'm gonna be honest. Tragedy would have been my first pick because like drama, but it's the fact that there's 3 options, okay? So I think I'm crossing tragedy off the list. For me, I think it's gonna be between comedy and mystery. because I can already think of a few themes. I'm leaning into mystery because I do want to do tarot theme. I do want to do tarot theme. Oh, Kath and I are tragedy. Hey yo. Oh, no, Vardix. I saw you guess tragedy. Look, I have to give you credit, Vardix. You were very on the nose with that one, because in any other situation, I think tragedy would have been my first pick. But because I'm going into this year with a bit of a plan, mystery seems to be more up the tarot alley, because that's kind of my goal this year, is to do tarot cards for attacks, to do people's characters as a tarot card. If I can do like the entire like major arcana, that would be pretty cool. It's a lot of work, but I mean, I could do it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Green Fun, Lord of Mysteries. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit. I might have been a little bit influenced, just a little bit. Maybe. All right. How do I go choose my team? Team settings. Let's do it, guys. We're joining Team Mystery. 3, 2, 1. We are now officially Team Mystery. Wah! Exciting. Very exciting. Now, I can see that Artfight has already begun. But I do actually have to finish a character sheet. I have to finish a character sheet. Or do we just jump straight in? Do we do our first attack or what? Then I was still right about the Honkai Star Rail inspiration. You're so right though. I have to find where my favorited stuff is. Oh my gosh. Everyone I know is mystery. Damn. Where are my bookmarked characters? Because maybe you can't attack yet? Oh, the timer gave me a heart attack. I was thinking. Okay, no, that's good. We'll do character sheet then. That gave me a heart attack, that timer. I was like, what do you mean we've started? No, thank goodness. Okay. Oh, relief. Big relief. Much relief. July 1st every year. You'd think I'd remember this after how many years? You'd think. Surprise, surprise, I do not. No. All right, well, before we jump in to character sheet stuff and prep, let me just do a quick rundown on scheduled changes for this week and next week. So we have a bit of a special situation this week and next week. This bun has time off of work, so we're adding 2 extra stream days this week and next week. I was thinking that we would double up on Honkai Star Rail and Baldur's Gate 3, since they are our bulkiest games as well. There's so much to get through in those games, and I figured this would be a really great way to just sort of like really get through it. So yeah, we've got an extra stream on Thursday and Saturday now for this week and next week. I'll probably stick to the same schedule, I think, next week as well. So, but we'll see. Yeah, it's exciting. I know. It's great. Much hype. Also, new stream schedule page, because I'm silly like that. I got really tired of the old one. It was giving me a headache to set up every time. Hopefully this one is less of a headache for me. We will see. So, yes. Now, we have character sheets to work on. We have character sheets to do. Where did I save it? Is the $10 million question. In here. There you are. So I figured today we can probably work on this guy. Probably see if we can get this guy done. He just needs to be colored, to be honest. To be honest. That's all he needs. I will also need to pull his old reference for colors. Which I'm sure it's somewhere here. Did you put up Little Bun? No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have. If I'm thinking what you're thinking. Alright, copy. There we go. Morally dubious son. I don't know, actually. Wait, who? Wait. Are we thinking of the same thing? Hold on, I'm gonna need some clarification. Just to make sure we're on the same page. Been plotting and scheming? I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh yeah, morally dubious son. It's this guy. Yeah. We will be putting him up as soon as he is done. Getting him a page. He deserves one. He deserves one. Okay, set. That is the reference layer. Excellent. Mwahaha. He is indeed a morally dubious son of mine. He's done some vile things. But he does it all to survive, man. He's just out here trying to get to the top of the food chain. Oh, TTS bun? I don't think it works on YouTube, unfortunately. I haven't really set up a command for it, because I think on YouTube it would have to be a command. It's weird because the service that I use for it, I'm pretty sure is also Twitch exclusive. I think if I wanted it to work, I'd have to like find another service. That's the one I'm talking about, the little one? Xiaotu? Yeah, the one on screen. He's there. He's there to look pretty, I guess. Oh, no, a reference. I got you. Okay, no. It took a bit for me to click. No, I see what you're saying. Sorry, I hear you. I could. Yeah, Shato would be a really simple one, actually. I could do that. I could absolutely do that. Yeah, sorry, my brain just really did not put two and two together there for a second. Could physically hear the dial-up in my brain. Yeah, so I think Kaipo is pretty much done. Kaipo will be uploaded as well at some point. Jingshin will be uploaded once he's done. Who else is there? I wanted to include Nerixus, but I don't know if I've got enough time. We'll see. We'll see how far I can get. Xiaotu I'll add as well. For sure. Should probably work on my references too. No idea what's gonna work. I feel that. I feel that. Drop a screenshot of the character sheet for Nerixus. I think there was actually a bunch of changes in the rules, I think, about like using game screenshots. I think it's allowed. It's just a case of you don't want that to be the only thing you use, I think. I'd have to double check that. Otherwise I would totally. Like, it's one thing to include it in references, I think. I think it's probably to also avoid... I think the rules are more specifically talking about people who use it for attacks, I think, is more what it's referring to. For ref, it's fine, not like attack? Yeah. I think that's more what they were referring to anyways. Because they were mostly tackling base users, I think. People who would... Actually, I don't know. I'm not going to comment too much on that because I really don't know. Not really my place to say what was going on there. All I know is I think they've sorted most of it out by now. It doesn't really affect us. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. I really need to figure out, I think one of my goals this year, while I work on attacks, is going to be to hone in on my art style a little bit more, on my process, I should say, and see if I can't refine the process to a point that means that I can make my art like a little bit faster. You know, find the useful tools and shortcuts and, you know, do the same thing in less time if I can. I think will be my goal. I might also set myself like a limit on how long I work on pieces for attacks. Because that was something I fell into last year. Yeah. I found a lot of my pieces last year would take me more than a single day. Which, I mean, power to you if that's how you operate, but my goal is to be a little bit faster than that. I would like to be sitting at working on a piece for no more than a day if I can help it, right? So I might just set myself like a hard limit of X amount of hours to work on a piece. And it might actually force me to lock in and be like, all right, let's actually plan this piece properly so I don't sit here working on it for years. Or something. Ooh. I'm also gonna have to compile a Arcana list. And then like slap different characters into different places and do a checklist. Oh, wait, that's what I could do on my profile. I could do like a checklist on my profile. So people can see that that's like what I'm doing. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, wait, I know what we could do. Hold on. So like, not to just do a quick doodle of what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking like, so on my profile we could have like a transparent like picture of like cards, right? Like the tarot cards, but it's the back of the cards, right? And it's going to be in order of the journey, the major arcana. So we'll have like obviously the Fool is like the first one, and then we'll make our way down until we get to like the World. They won't be labeled, but it'll be like the back of a card with like a design or whatever. And then they'll flip as we like produce pieces. And then the image itself will be linkable. Like the image will link to the actual attack or something. Yeah, Death Parade! I love Death Parade. There's so many people to attack, gotta lock down during time. Exactly. If I want to do the entire Major Arcana, I gotta lock in, bro. I gotta lock in! Fun idea, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think it'd be really cute because then it's like people who come to my profile will immediately see what I'm trying to accomplish. It might mean that revenges will be lower on my priority list than normal. But I could potentially, if I find a character that someone has, like if someone's attacked me and I find a character on their page that could fit one of the undesignated cards, then I suppose I could do like a revenge that way or something. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. It's whatever works, right? Whatever fits the flow. But that's the vibe, that's the idea. That's the idea. Revenges can be minor arcana. Yo, I think you're cooking. It's a bit more work, but I think you're cooking. You might be onto something. Look, if wait. Okay, to simplify it for myself, I could do strict color palettes as well. Because you know how like the old school original tarot design is like a very limited color palette as well. It's very vibrant, but I could do something similar, right? And that might make it a lot easier. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. We know what our goal is, but we'll play it by ear and we'll see how we can go about the process. Put coins, cups, swords, and sticks in there. Yes! Oh my gosh, yes! Team colors. Wait, wait, hold on. Len? Massive brain. Because look at this color palette. This is a good color palette. If I just do that. Like, that's a good color palette right there. You could pull a lot from this. Oh, I think my PC is freaking out. It's because this canvas is huge. Let's just make it smaller so my PC can stop crying. Yeah, so what we could do... Oh my gosh. Okay, stop freaking out, PC. We'll shove it in here. Cause I need a color wheel. Color wheel. Look at the reveal picture because it gives you green, black as well. Yeah, so if I just grab like a quick just a quick whatever color wheel. So I'm just trying to see because this is like it's not quite try. It's like I'll show you guys. If I just do this and then we change it to grayscale. Yeah, so we change this to grayscale. Mask. Keyboard, you can go there. Yeah, there we go. Right, so it would be, we've got the reds, oranges, and then Oh, that's an interesting color palette if you really think about it. I was just trying to see where they sit, right? That's interesting. But I think what we can do is we can do a lot with this because depending on the team, it could... actually, you know what? Depending on who we're attacking, we could change the color based on the team that they're part of. Arcana again reminds me of Persona. Persona themes everywhere. It's all Persona coded. It's been Persona all along. Persona Big 3? It really is! Wait, it is! It's what? It's 3, 4, and 5, right? Well, 3 is technically blue, but, you know, close enough, right? 3, 4, 5. I love that! That's great. So, I mean, I wouldn't, like, limit myself exclusively to red if I was working on the red team, but what could be a cool idea is to do color palettes that are, like, predominantly red. And they could have hints of like orange and this bluish teal green, right? I mean, it's not like we can't grab from other colors as well, but I think if we predominantly use the color palette from the team that they're from, I don't know, we'll see. Again, we'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I actually haven't played I haven't played Persona 3 or 4. I think my earliest exposure to them as a franchise was the Persona 4 anime. No, actually, it was way earlier than that. Back on the ye old days of Tumblr. When people would do like roleplay blogs, but they would do specifically like fandoms as characters. I think I've explained this one before. I think I've mentioned this before, but essentially I remember making a Soul Eater fandom blog and having a really good premise with a Persona 3 blog, and that was my first exposure to Persona. That was my earliest exposure to Persona. And then I think the only thing that really went on from there was like the Persona 4 anime, which I don't think I even finished. Yeah, I don't think I even finished it. And then I started playing Persona 5, which was really good, but I didn't finish it. And now it's like, I haven't played it in so long that I would almost want to like restart it. So, I don't know. I think it's just tough because it's like, it's one of those games where you like, it's a very typical JRPG where it's just very grindy. It demands a lot of your time. And I find it very hard to justify that with games lately. I don't have that much time. as much as I would like to spend my time playing games. Alas. My only awareness of Persona is the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games. Oh my gosh. Really? I guess that kind of makes sense, the overlap, yeah. It's a huge franchise. I can't believe like I didn't really encounter it sooner. Well, I mean, I encountered it, but just never really got into it. Despite the premise being super cool. Yeah, I never got around to trying it. Yeah, same. It do be like that. It is one of those games that, like, I am interested enough to be like, okay, I'd be willing to put my beef aside with grindy games to give it a good go. But I'd actually have to sit down and commit to it. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep running into the issue of I play the game for like a few months and then I put it down for too long and I completely forget everything. Just completely gone from my brain. I think the solution for me would be to add it to, like, again, another game that I would like to stream, because then it's a commitment, right? Because then it's like, then it's something you do every week. And eventually you'll finish it, right? But yeah, I say that. I say that. But it's gonna be yonks before we get to a new game. That's for sure. It's gonna be a while. You will eventually have to deal with me simping for monstrous personas, as you should, and you're valid for that. No, because some of them are actually so cool. I do love the MC's persona in Persona 5. I am a little bit of a sucker for the kind of character that he is, so I actually have often pulled references of him from the manga because I just love the way his character is drawn. It's a vibe. You're just gonna have to do some 24-hour streams to crank through a few. I wish. If I didn't have to worry about disturbing others in the house, you know. Perhaps, maybe one day. One day when that is not an issue, but I don't see that in the near foreseeable future. Not in this economy. Yeah, I'm a little bit basic. Good taste. I mean, look, I'm a little bit basic for liking the main character's persona, but you know, it's a good persona. What can I say? I remember there was a few other good ones as well, but I couldn't remember them off the top of my head. I think I'd have to jog my memory visually. Oh hey, look, would you look at that, guys? I'm learning to do this stuff faster. This is crazy. By the power of shortcut tools. The power of shortcut tools such as erasing along the lines, the guided lines, and other fun features. I'm learning to make this process a lot more bearable. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Erase along edge. What? Like, look at that! Beautiful! I don't have to think. Just... Powerful. This was the tool I needed all along, actually. This is the one that was gonna save me all my pain and heartache. I do have to actually be mindful with my line art though. But that's fine. I can do that. As long as my line art's not too crazy and too messy. I know, right? It's crazy! It's almost like I'm using a software that has a bunch of shortcut tools. Now if I just learned to use the shortcut tools, my life would be a lot easier. I can work smarter, not harder. Wow. Crazy. See? Bam! Just like that. All of that outside line art, gone. Bam. And we get the really pretty gradient effect from the markers without having to like worry about being in the lines all the time. I think I need this one because when it has pressure sensitivity, it does act a little funny. That must be fake. Whoa! Can't be real. Must be fake. Working as intended in my 2026? Not as likely as you think. Yeah, there we go. We're cooking! Dudes, I love this marker pen so much because like it's just like all the texture and like gradient stuff is just, it's there for free. It's there for free. I don't have to like come in afterwards and be weird about it. It's just there. Made a steak and my dog has never loved me more. Is your dog giving you the biggest heart eyes you've ever seen in your life right now? Just like, yes. Like, human? That's my food. That's for me, right? That's for me, right? That's for me, right? That's for me, right? Yup, ears and attention sitting like the goodest boy. Oh, but they are the goodest boy. Ah! Ugh, I love dogs. I love dogs, I love cats. I just happen to love dogs more because they don't make my eyes die for simply existing in my presence. Cats, however, unfortunately, the pain and price that I suffer. I have too many friends with cats now, and now I really want one, but mom is allergic. No. Yeah, I feel you. Our entire house is allergic to them. Just like it's just not in the cards for anyone in this house. It is a real shame. It is a real shame. It feels real special when they come hang out. I know. It's so precious. It's so precious. It hurts me. I give up. I tried making something a bit too ambitious for my non-existent level, and now my head hates me. No, Cat! Hey! You're awesome for giving it a try, though. Give yourself a pat on the back for giving it a go. Hard things are hard because they're hard, and that's okay. And that's okay. I totally get the frustration, though. It's not fun when something doesn't turn out the way you want it to. Especially when you got like such a strong vision in your mind, right? And then your hand is just being a piece of poo-poo because you're like, I want it this way! And then your hand just doesn't want to like do it the way you're seeing it in your mind. Yeah. But you should always be proud of yourself for giving it a go. Let's do... I think it's turnip them. Where's the eraser brushes? In here. Because we're gonna do an alternative eraser. No. No, you go in here. Tool properties. We want you to have anti-overflow. Do not cross. Tolerance. Yeah. Scaling. Maybe. Fill up to vector path. Size. Try again and we never get to that level. That's how it goes. You gotta be willing to butt your head against that wall a little bit. As much as it sucks. But it's important to also give yourself a break when you do get frustrated. Yeah. They even have a vision because of aphantasia? Alright, vision was probably a bad choice of word then. Might be. I think you get what I mean. Like you've got the plan, right? Like you've got the idea. It may not be like a vision per se. But you got the idea of what you want to achieve for it to be a certain way. Alright, so if I do that, I should be able to do this. Yahoo! Excellent. I have created a solution. Yes. Fantastic. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, where's the one that's like a really soft blend? Is it this one? No. This one? Yeah, good enough. Good enough. Yourself, you are unstoppable. Destiny lies. Yeah, because we just want to blend some of this out, actually. You gotta fart out like a billion pictures before the good ones come out. That's how art. It's true. I like this saying that's used where they say you have 100 bad pieces of art in your hand, and the only way to get them out is to draw them. Like, there's only one way to get them out, fam. Like bad farts. Yeah, there's only one way they're coming out. I hate to break it to you, but you gotta break a little wind. It do be like that though. Yeah. Yeah. No more darkness when you believe in yourself. You are unstoppable. All the place you set my heart on fire. Da, 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 da. We were born to okay. Why? We're making progress. Is this a separate one? Yes, good. I don't have to think so hard about where this is going. Because we can just erase after the fact. It's goated. It's goated. Do you know how old this is now? This song and Yuri on Ice. Do you know how old it is now? Do you want to feel old? Do you want to feel old? Just think about how long ago that anime came out. You're welcome. You're welcome. No! I'm not the only old one here. Yeah, I'm not the only old one here. Let's do this in one big gesture. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this one color-wise, because to be honest, I don't even know what's going on with his clothes. It's just like it's like some kind of sleepwear. Some kind of loose sleepwear. I don't know if he'll still wear purple. But I think purple is kind of his color. It could be maybe like lighter, like a lighter purple. I've been feeling old. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My condolences. I feel you in that department though. Yeah, I mean, it's not really like feeling old per se, but I will say like realizing certain places that you've known for like many years closing or like just going away, or things that change that used to be like one way this whole time and then it changes suddenly. Yeah. Like that happened today, actually. So when I was out running around for like some errands, ended up stopping at like this coffee shop place. It's like a pretty big franchise over here. I don't know if it's elsewhere in Australia. I feel like it is, but yeah, stopped at like Coffee Club, and they've been here for so long that it's just kind of like the go-to coffee place in our little corner of the neighborhood. And we learned just today, because we stopped in there for some chips and for some coffee, and we learned there's like a little sign at the front up by the till that's like, sorry guys, we're closing down in like 3 days. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're disappearing? And apparently it's because the rent's too high. I'm like, what do you mean? For a franchise this big, the rent being too high is kind of insane to think about. But yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen to that spot. Our little coffee place is no more. They will be no more. It's very sad. Sina! Hello! Attending first year YouTube stream, feeling nervous. Hello! It's good to see you. How are you, Sina? I hope you're doing well. Nya, nya, nya. Hee 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 hee. Why am I number 2? Oh, that's why I remember I have 2 accounts. Funnier. Funnier. Oh, it's good to see you though. I hope you're doing well, Sina. Are we excited for Artfight this year? Are we loving... How are we feeling about the 3-team setup? How are we feeling about this? I personally am very excited for it. I personally think it's very cool. I have 4 mood. I have too many to count on my fingers. It's bad. I have too many accounts. Which team are you? Yeah, tell us. The cookies are cooking. My cookie wife arrived last month and the arc is all about time travel. Yo, exciting. Team Tragedy, yeah! Let's go! So, I'm Team Mystery. Tucks hair behind ear. We get a little bit of everyone here. Exciting. Very exciting. So, Sina, I was actually mentioning earlier, but I've got a plan this year. I'm going to be attempting to do the entire major arcana for this year. So each card will be a character. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a crazy challenge. And I'm gonna try and do a thing on my profile where we have each of the cards lined up as individual sort of like JPEG, like PNGs. And you'll see the back of the cards, and once they're done, they'll flip over and have like a link. They'll be linked to the Artfight page. But yeah. Yeah! That's the plan. That's the plan, we're hoping. I was thinking like of including revenges as part of the arcana, but if we do really well, I might do revenges as like the minor arcana as like extras. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see! Teehee! So I'm excited. The mystery, everybody wants to be my enemy. I mean, to be fair, like, I was kind of eyeing Tragedy a bit, but then I was like, nah, let's do something different. Let's do something different this year from what I would normally pick. Because I feel like everyone's gonna pick Tragedy. So my heart was like, let's do mystery. Tragedy because my inability to hold a pencil without crying is tragic. Oh no, Kat! No, your art is beautiful though. I love seeing your art. You should have more faith in yourself. but I understand art be like that. It's very understandable. Plan is the same plan as every year. Beat my last year attack account. Sinner! Oof. Rest in RSI, Senna. Rest in RSI. I'm praying for your hands and your wrists and your sanity. You got this. It'd be quite the feat if you do, though. I would be crazy impressed. Keep erasing the wrong thing. Okay, it would help if I make the brush smaller so we can be more precise with this. Yes, very good. Oh gosh, not again. Come on, like so and like so. Good. Good. Good brush. Drew 31 attacks last year. Gonna beat that 32. Sina, you're gonna die. Sina, you were going to perish. It was nice knowing you. Be glad just to do 1 or 2, and absolutely you should be proud of yourself if you do any at all. Yeah, absolutely. Besides, Artfight is meant to be whatever you want it to be. It should be fun, and it should be all about your own personal progress. I personally find Artfight to be a really, really great, like, way to challenge yourself. One, to draw, like, different designed characters. And to, like, keep up with the pace. But only if you really want to, right? Otherwise, it's great for, like, personal improvement. Especially because it's a yearly thing, right? You can look back on the previous years and be like, wow, you know, that's where you were back then and this is where you are now. It's very cool. It's very cool. I so uniformly went for me now. Was to be born. I love attacking people and seeing their reactions. It's like the best part. Real though. Real though. I love it. Sina, the inspiration to us all. Yup. Yup. How about 0? And you know what? Power to you. Power to you, Kev. I mean, you do as much or as little as you want. That's the beauty of Artfight. It seems in a person beneath. Yeah, true. You can attend without characters. That is true, yeah. Yeah. It's really whatever your comfort level is when it comes to Artfight. There are people that will obviously, they'll have their opinions, but ultimately Artfight is what you want it to be, right? I like the idea of challenging myself to do the Arcana because it's a goal for me and it's one that will push me to try to make my art process faster. Because if I just tell myself, oh, I want to be faster with my art, it's kind of hard to tangibly measure that. So the Arcana challenge is forcing me to meet a strict goal, like a physical goal that I can actually see when I finish, right? And for me, if I can do that, I know I know I will have improved. But it's completely personal. It's completely personal what you want Artfight to be. I just find that when I go in without like a goal, I'm kind of like flailing my hands everywhere. Don't use me as an example. What? I mean, look, Senna, you are a bit of a beast. It is. You are an absolute beast when it comes to Artfight. I mean, you can also like. I find a lot of people use their profiles as a good way to sort of like set a good expectation. So if you're someone who doesn't revenge very much or what have you, then it's something you can put in your profile, right? You can say, I'm only focusing on attacks this year, but attacks are appreciated. Revenges will be purely if I feel like it, right? You can put that in your bio, and like it's pretty much like a disclaimer. It's kind of like, hey, it's taps the sign. It's right here. People tend to be very respectful of that, so yeah. I spent like the last few days of Artfight pretty sure the day before we're doing 5 or more in one sitting! Dude, you're crazy. You're built different. You were just built different. I did too much last year and I would never wish to look at a pixel again. I was so impressed with how much pixel art you pulled off, Len. You did such great work. It was very impressive. Artfight simply takes over me. It possesses you. Like, ooh, sinner, you must draw everything. Beat your records. And just like that on repeat in the background. Person, I just can't catch a break. Brain is tormenting them at every hour. Artfight simply takes over me. Nod, nod. Yeah, exactly. Something more blue. Just want to get some texture going in here. There we go. Only updated one ref this month for Artfight. I'm cooked. Man, do I feel you. I only really got Kaipo's reference done at the moment. Momo's is still a work in progress. I've just not, I have genuinely just not had the time to sit down and do a bunch of art lately. I have just been so busy with like a bunch of things. There's something in particular that is keeping me very busy that I can't say too much about because it's technically a surprise, but it is stream related. But it's going to be a good while before it happens. And by good while, I mean probably like a few months. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm really trying to make something special. Isn't Tokyo just Kyoto rearranged? I think so. If I remember correctly, I think they share kanji. I don't know if they share all the kanji though. I think they share the kanji that is kyo. I don't know about to though. Because Tokyo is actually with an announced u, whereas Kyoto is, I'm pretty sure, just o. Yeah, because even though we spell Tokyo as T-O, if you romanize it from the kanji, it's T-O-U. Yeah. So the to is a different kanji, but kyo is shared. Wow! That was a piece of information that was very deep in my brain that just came out. I didn't think I still remembered that. Crazy. Maybe I should go back to studying Japanese. Every time I think to myself, nah, it's been too long, my brain's like, hey, do you remember this? Like, oh, I do. I do, apparently. Impressive, Professor Yue. Oh, hides behind my hands. It's like riding a bike. Even if it's been a while, the brain muscle is still there. Yeah, like I couldn't write the kanji for you. I couldn't tell you what the kanji is. I just remember when I was studying, this was like the one thing I remembered when I was studying, was that they share a kanji, but it's not to. It was like only kyo or something like that. I really do need to get back to studying Japanese properly though. It's just like I struggle with the discipline of it though. In regards to self-studying, I struggle a little bit with the self-discipline. Cause like, if I'm being honest, the only reason I am as far as I am in terms of what I know is because of just sheer immersion. It's the sheer immersion that I have sort of built up over years, right? That plus the occasional dabble into like Duolingo or other learning programs. I'll need to drop them a month later because, what are habits? How does one form a habit? How does one keep a habit? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, Chief. I could not tell you. Speak for yourself. I can't recite cardiovascular system or the progress of plant reproduction on cellular level to save my life. Oh, no. That's very specific. I'm assuming that's something you studied. But I mean, understandable. It's like, if it's not something that's like... If it's not something your brain actively uses, it is quite hard to hold on to. But with the right, like, connections, it does come back. Yeah. Was studying biology at one point in my life? That checks out. Yeah. I do remember some Latin though. Oh. Do share? Do share? I would love to hear some Latin. Oh, this isn't quite... Isn't quite what I was expecting this to look like. Yeah, good enough. The problem is it's like, it's not creating the shape I really want it to here. Sinister is left and Infernal is down? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, so they share the meaning? So like the words in Latin share the meaning then? Whereas like you could use the word in Latin for left, but it could also mean sinister. Oh, wait, no, I see what you mean. Okay. Stultus is an idiot. Why does it sound like a name? Why does it sound like someone had their name immortalized as the word for idiot? Could you imagine? Could you imagine being that guy? An entire language remembers you for being the village idiot. Couldn't be me. At least not Piggy's tickets. True. True. This is true. Couldn't be me. Oh, all right. We're making progress, guys. Whoa! It's my stinky boy. My stinky little snake of a man. He's coming together. Now, specifically need... You've got... It's like almost black. It's like black with a sheen of brown in the light. That's your hair. That's your hair. So we'll start with a warmer color. Because like real markers, you start with the lightest color first. And then we want to go maybe away from red. And give us the color we want. At least I hope. It's probably the hard part about liking this style of brush. Just remembering I do have to manually add in these highlights as I'm coloring, or else it doesn't look the same. It don't look right otherwise. There we go. Yeah. And then we'll darken his hair a little bit more. Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna get that many character sheets updated this year, to be honest, and maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. I'll get the rabbit up, but I think after Kaipo, Momo, and Jingshun, I think that'll probably be like all I can really do. It depends how busy I am these next few days. Because even though I'm off work, I have a bunch of other stuff that I need to take care of as well. And there's a part of me that does still want to get as much progress as I can on my streaming related stuff that you guys won't see for a while. Ugh, I have so much to do. I also have a ton of cleaning I want to do. There's like a little spring cleaning I need to do. I want to redo my room layout. But that's gonna take a lot of work. There's so much junk to deal with. Really, it's just a pain. Alright, let's fix this up a little bit. A little bit of a manual touch-up. Will do good. We just go in. With our pencil brush. Oh, that's not looking right. No! I think I borked it. That's alright, salvageable. Just take some perseverance. A little bit of elbow grease and perseverance. I'm sure we'll be fine. No! It's worse. Do I give up on it? No, I think it's working. I think I just need to give it a little something. Welcome back, Vartix! Welcome back. Trying to figure out... Okay, so that's maybe too strong. Man. I think I need to update some of these brushes. I think they'll be fine for now, but I think I know how to refine them, but I will do that at a later time. That is not a today me problem. That is a tomorrow me problem. They can deal with it, not me. The classic, if you will. Hey Beck, I'm parental figure. Love that. Alright. Actually, it's not too bad. I might have been overreacting. I may have overreacted a little bit. We're fine. We're so daijobu actually. Okay, and then the inside can be a little bit lighter than the outside. Like so. And then we'll clean this up in a second. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Good old cleanup time. The hair might be a little too dark, actually. You experienced that. It's so over. We're back. It's so over. We're so back. What do you mean? That's me eternally. That's me all the time. That's the art life, bro. I need a snack. Crunch, crunch. Meant to mention earlier, because I don't remember if I already have or not. I think you're like my next D&D character. I hopefully get to play Sunday. Exciting! You have to share. You have to share. Share with the class. Changeling Grave Domain Cleric who wields a scythe, heavily inspired by Maka from Solida! I'm fine, I'm normal, I'm fine, I'm normal. I'm normal about this concept. I'm incredibly normal about this concept. In all seriousness, that's very cool. You will have to let us know how that goes. Please let us know how that goes. Because that sounds awesome. Alright, let's do a little bit of cheeky color correction. Like... So we had it there. We probably put it... Yeah, like so. Certainly will if we get to play. We're supposed to start playing a couple months ago, but things happened, so it got pushed back. Oh no! Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully you can play this Sunday. I want to know how it goes. Soul Eater is one of those ones I've been wanting to get back into. Eventually. Because I think I mentioned it before. I only really ever watched the anime. I tried reading the manga way, way back in the day in high school. I didn't get very far. I didn't get very far because I was kind of busy at the time and then I forgot. But yeah. Because I remember one of the big things was that like the anime deviated from the manga because it was back in the day when the anime was like caught up, so they had to make things up. It was kind of bad, apparently. I don't know. I think the anime was good up until a certain point, and then they lost us. Doesn't work in YouTube? Oh, like the adding? Damn. I thought it would have. Well, let's just do that first. Oh, it works? The at thingy? Oh! Well, there you go. The anime pulled a Full Metal Alchemist? Oh yeah. Yeah, it really did. It was very common, that era of anime, to be honest. There were so many animes that were very premature in the sense that they were too eager to continue the hype of the anime that they would forge ahead of like the manga, the source material, and then it would backfire spectacularly every single time. I'm glad they stopped doing that. Genuinely, because she was... It was such a running trend. Like my word. Bruh. Oh, see, the thing that I'm using to look at chat does not come up as highlighted for me. But that's because I'm using an external, I'm using an external thing. The manga went places? Okay. Now you're getting me interested. I mean, I was already there, but see, my plate's full. I'm currently reading Welcome to Demon School, Iruma. Because as much as I love watching the anime, I need to know how this story goes. I never got that because, like, why expend the extra animation effort? Put that budget into making the next season look better. I think it's because it's a business model thing. It's basically guaranteed money. Even if it flops, it's guaranteed money. Because so long as it's pushing an existing franchise that is pulling people in, it's the reason why we get sequels to movies, right? It's the same reason. It's because it was a cash grab. But eventually it got such a bad reputation that people started to, like, fans started to notice a lot more and started to actively, like, speak out against it. And I think that sort of helped them to draw away from it. It was no longer profitable once it ran its course. But for a time it was profitable because you would just see, oh, they're getting a new season of this thing that was really cool and really good. And then people would be like, yeah, and there's a lot of people that's not, like, into the manga or the source material, so they wouldn't know. And even people who did know wouldn't know until, like, the season has aired, and they go, wait a second, this isn't the manga. Now hold on. This isn't quite it. This ain't my rodeo. I mean, they've since learned. It's way better for them to not take that route. That's for sure. I'm gonna have some snacks. Wait, my mic is actually picking that up? That's crazy. Crunch crunch ASMR. Love that series? Yes! I am so obsessed with Welcome to Demon School. I am. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to collect the manga physically. Yeah, the current season is so good. It's so good. I actually teared up a little bit at certain parts. It was so good. I love Person Soy's arc so much. It's so special. It genuinely made me very emotional. The issue with Soul Eater is I don't remember when this split started from the manga. I think it was pretty early on. From what I understand, it was pretty early on. Not that I've read the manga, but... because I think the split happened... because what, we had 3-4 seasons of Soul Eater? Maybe only 3. It wasn't like too many, actually. It was pretty... I think we had like 40-ish episodes or something like that. Because, yeah, if a season was 12 episodes, roughly, you would have, like, roughly, I want to say 40 to 48 episodes is what we got. I think it was somewhere at the 3/4 mark, it felt like the story was starting to drift away. And things stopped making sense. So if I had to guess, I would say it's somewhere around there. They're eating snacks, making us hear it, and you're not sharing. Yeah? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Sounds like a you problem, Sinner. Are you caught up on the manga? No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Funny of you to think that you have such a power. What am I gonna do? I will cry. That's what I'll do. Perish. No, I'm not that mean. I'm not that mean. I'd share my snacks. I'd share my snacks. It's, oh, you know what? You're not Australian. You wouldn't know what this is. Len, you'll know what this is. We've got some shapes, but we've specifically got the, like, they've got the new light and crispy ones. So they're like, they're like lighter and crunchier. And I've got the honey soy chicken ones. Yeah, it's the good stuff. It's the good stuff. Shapes is the Australian staple snack. You weren't allowed them as a kid? I'm sorry. What? Actually? Damn. My condolences. Is there a specific reason? Like, was it an allergy thing, or? I'm trying to think what it could be. Were they just seen as like a bad snack or something? Because they're just, for those that don't know, shapes are like, hold on. Let me help out our non-Australians here. Health nut. Yeah. Okay, I get you. See, I had the opposite trajectory. Started with all the unhealthy snacks, and then went into high school with the health nut phase for my family. Yes. I do feel you though. But yeah, this is shapes. This is what they are. They're basically like these oven baked sort of like cracker things that have like tons of flavor on them. I don't know if they've got the ones that I'm eating right now. Oh, other kids gave me theirs out of pity. Damn. I feel that though. This is it. See, we were pretty poor when I was a kid, so I didn't have a lot of snacks. I had unhealthy snacks, the few that I did have. But yeah, I remember like friends would share their snacks with me and I would be like, thank you. And you know it's bad when you have like, I finally got to have a really special treat once when I was a kid. And I was so excited for it. It was like this cookie bar that had sort of like a caramelly inside with chocolate on top and like some Smarties or M&Ms on top. And I was so excited for it because it was such a special treat and I'd never had something that special before for a snack. And I was looking forward to it. And I sit in the like undercover area and there's a bunch of other kids sitting here too, but we're all like spaced out because it's a big area. It's a big area. And I'm minding my business, okay? I'm minding my business. I open my lunchbox. I turn around to check something at my side, and then I look to my left, and it's gone. I look away for a second, guys. A second. And my special snack is gone. It just poof. And I was looking around. I was like, what happened? I couldn't tell if anyone had walked past me or not. Like, someone might have. Maybe I didn't notice. But it was such a short window of time and there wasn't anyone near me that I was kind of shocked. I was like, what? Where did it go? And it was just gone. It was just gone. I was actually so distraught. I was so upset. I think I almost cried that day. I was so sad. I was like, no. My special snack. Was a child a bird? I don't know. It's a thing. It's like one of those undercover areas, but like they have pretty open, like, because they have the roller doors to open it up, right? One or two of them were open, so I don't know, maybe a bird flew in, but I didn't hear it, I didn't notice it. I wasn't close to the door. I personally, to this day, suspect that it might have been a kid. It was probably a kid. Unfortunately, I was bullied. I was the kid that got bullied. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was the usual suspects being mean. So, I don't know. But yeah, it was gone. It vanished. Dude, you got robbed by a freaking Aussie ghost. Yeah, probably. What happened to my Digimon cards? I was organizing them in my room one day, stepped out to eat lunch, and then they were gone. To this day, I've never been able to find them. No! That's the worst! The ghost. The ghost got you. It wanted your Digimon cards. Damn. That's crazy. 20 years ago? Oh my gosh. I feel your pain though. I feel like this kind of thing has happened quite a lot to me as well, where like you're not anywhere where it would make sense for it to be stolen or taken away, but it just disappears and it never comes back. It just never comes back. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, that is pretty wild, actually. Because like it's a real head scratcher. You're like, where the heck did it go? It's crazy. One of those start laughing out of frustration things. That is such a mood. It's such a mood, yeah. I can't even like begin to label all the things I've lost that way. Like they just disappear into the void. And you're like, what? Huh? Alright, another one to the void, I guess. Like one of the things that I lost that way that I mean I can't confirm that this happened, but I suspect it got lost in one of our moves, but I'm not actually too sure because one day it was there and then another day it wasn't. But I remember losing my original Gen 1 Digi device that way, and I was heartbroken about it for a very long time. Because I fondly remember getting my Metal Greymon on there. And then with Shadow, it's like, I want my middle grade mom back. I have been considering getting one for myself because there was a time when they reran them not long ago. Actually, they actually ran selling some of those devices. They weren't cheap, but they were cheaper than buying from scalpers or people trying to make a buck off of their old devices, you know? But I don't know. I don't know. I'll buy it, but I don't know if I'll like actually be able to look after Digimon. You know? I know! A digi device of all things. It was the original little brick one as well. Would actually cry if I lost that. Haha, how do you think I felt? I did cry. Yeah. I had a Gen 2 device that should still be in my parents' attic. Nice. Nice that you even still have that though. Damn. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Actually, it's like, I found out pretty recently that one of my old Neopet electronic pen toy things is exclusive to Australia. And you can't find it anywhere. You can't buy it anywhere. You can't get it anywhere. It's like, it's old. It's from like it's from 2000s. And it's official merchandise. It's not like a bootleg or anything. It's official merchandise. It's just that it was only ever sold in Australia. So, yeah. Found out that that was pretty special. We still have that though. I still have it. It still works. But yeah. Relic of the past. Like me. Sometimes you just gotta accept that you're old. Love this solo leveling music? Yes! I have been getting back into curating my JP playlists. And this was an absolute must to have on there. Solo leveling was good. Solo leveling slapped, actually. Like it may have been a very like typical lit RPG premise. But it's good enough intrigue that I'm like curious about the answers to a lot of the questions that it poses. Which does remind me, I do need to get into the source material. But again, there's so many source materials I've been getting into. Too many. I only have so much on my plate that I can handle. But I will have to keep it in mind. Recently watched the show! Hey, welcome to the club. Welcome to the solo leveling club. I think it probably would have been far more enjoyable having both seasons available off the bat. I remember watching the first season and waiting for the next one for a while. I had so many questions. Alright, that's enough nitpicking over there. I need to do your hair! It is good. It was like they overhyped with all the extra stuff that came out for it, but it was never too bad. No, for sure. For sure. It falls into the very typical lit RPG category, but it executes it really well, I think. Because it is a very overdone trope. So it is a show of how good it is that it was able to come out on top despite being an overused trope. Specifically in like manhwa and webtoon spaces, I'm more referring to to clarify. I think it's fairly recent that those kind of things have been coming to the anime space. I read the manhwa before the anime released. Ayo! Okay, yeah, so you knew what was coming. Yeah, but the animation, right? It's so good. I think they really did it justice. They really did it justice. Part of the reason the trope was overdone is several came out after trying to ride its wave. Well, there you go. That explains it. My word, I had no idea. That does explain it though. The OG did it best after all. How dare they? That's kind of funny though. The animation and music are amazing and fully did it justice, right? It's stunning. It's so good. They did such a good job, honestly. Well, to be fair, they had Sawano. They had Sawano doing the soundtrack, so like, yeah, it was gonna slap. It was gonna slap. Everything he works on is just always banger. It's always banger because he's most well known for Attack on Titan's soundtracks, especially the early ones. But I know him especially from 86. He did 86's soundtracks, which I still listen to this day because it's so good. It's just so good. Like, man cooked. Partway through reading Solo Leveling, I noticed a lot of things coming out with Solo in their title. Oh my gosh, yes. As I can imagine. I can absolutely imagine. And I mean, like, there's no shame, I guess, in to clarify, like, there's no shame in people writing a genre or like taking inspiration. That's how you get like new interesting concepts, is people taking existing ones and going like, okay, what can we like do differently? How can we tell this story in our own way? And you'll notice that a lot of like new writers will do this. It's not a bad thing. It's just what every new like author will go through, is starting out by writing stories that are very similar to stories that they like. And only once they've started to develop their skills as a writer does that actually start to evolve into telling a story that has more of their own voice than the source material, and adding like their own little bits and twists to it that make it its own thing. That makes sense? So I bet that a lot of those ones that are like riding the coattails are probably just a lot of new writers and people who are hungry for the same kind of story, right? Will definitely read them. That's not to say that there aren't people who try to take advantage, because there are. There absolutely are people who try to take advantage without good intentions. That happens too. Absolutely. The biggest difference I can remember is that they made Jinwoo kinder in the anime than he is in the manhwa. Wait, really? That's crazy. I guess that's to make him more of a likable character. Yeah, that might have been so they don't lose people. Just an interesting choice. It's very save the cat of them to do that. Which, if it wasn't in the source material, I wonder why they would do that. Why they felt like he needed to be more likable off the bat. Was he that bad? In like the manhwa? Absolutely enjoyed a few of those. It's just funny seeing it happen because you know what's successful when that happens. Exactly. Exactly. It's like how isekais have just never stopped being written for ages now. It's just like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere you look. It'd be a sad world if you only ever got one of a certain thing. Absolutely. It's the two cakes from Tumblr thing. If anyone ever wants to criticize having something similar to another thing exist, they should be immediately referred to the cake meme. The, oh my gosh, it's two cakes. You know? I'm not gonna complain that there's two cakes. Sure, they're different and like one is clearly more professionally done than the other, but like it's two cakes. Or in this case, like two vanilla cakes. I'm not gonna complain. I get two vanilla cakes. Right? There's really no shame in it. Obviously there's a difference between like outright plagiarism and all that jazz, but that's a different conversation entirely. You know? It's like, sure, there's like 5 million isekai stories out there, and I could gripe for ages about how I think a lot of them are missed opportunities in storytelling, because you can just tell a lot of them are wish gratification and nothing else. Which, sure, that has an appeal to certain people, but I am not that audience, and it frustrates me. Because I think isekai is a great storytelling tool. It's just not being used in the most, like, it's I feel like I'm watching people use a fork to eat soup. I'm like, you can, but I don't think you're making the most of your tools here, right? Like, it's clearly got a better purpose than this. It can do a lot more than this. One cake might be bigger, but no sane person will complain about there being more cake. Exactly. Why pink is so strong? What do you mean? Why is pink so strong? Pink strong indeed. Are we referring to like the pink undertones in this piece? I guess I kind of like the pink undertone for him. It does something. What you're talking about? We're talking about we were talking about Solo Leveling, which is a very popular anime based off of an even more popular manhwa. But it was so popular that it spawned a bunch of spin-offs. Or not spin-offs, sorry, but people who are like imitating the concept. Kind of similar to how isekais came about and how people just kept, you know, doing the same thing. And then I started talking about isekais and how I feel like that's a wasted opportunity. Like a lot of stories that use isekai slap it in not because it actually serves the story as much as it could. Like, there's so much people could do with it. Right? We'll say it's funny how big isekai has gotten that an anime reactor I recently found was watching Yu Hakusho for the first time, and since it opened with Yusuke dying, they thought it was an isekai. No! No! We've lost the anime fans. They're a lost cause now. We've rewritten what is common understanding in storytelling. We've lost them. It's been a few colors, but so far pink prevails. What's this referring to? YouTube doesn't like anything y'all saying today. Really? Actually? Hold on. It might have to do with the basic filter that's been ticked. Let me see if I can't change that. Oh, hold on. YouTube is giving me a grief. Okay, I see. I thought I could do that. I guess not. Okay. Well, alright. Unfortunately, the JP music has got to be put away. YouTube doesn't like it, apparently. Understandable. Understandable. We can do... We can do. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, that should be better. Oh, really? Okay. Let me see if I can't change that. I don't know if I can. Community moderation? Maybe it's under here? Aha. Okay. It shouldn't give you grief now. Yeah, it should be behaving a bit better now. Yeah, media literacy is so dead. It is. It is. Had to approve Sinna's Artfight messages? What? Oh, the attacking talk? Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, YouTube crumbles at anything and everything. It's the one downside to YouTube is it is a lot stricter on YouTube than it is on Twitch. That is the one downside to YouTube, unfortunately, which I have been weighing up since testing it out. Like, YouTube's great for other things and other reasons, but we may have to just stick to Twitch, honestly. Question mark, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. It's been a good learning experience having a few of these on YouTube at least. But yeah, I think it's that or art streams are strictly on Twitch. And everything else is on YouTube, like games and stuff. But I don't know. I think I'll just have to get more on top of my VOD posting, I think. Yeah, it looks like it's working now. I had to basically turn you want to know what? There's three auto moderation settings, right? It's like basic, moderate, and extreme. I had it on basic. I had it on baby settings. I've turned it off now, so it shouldn't interrupt your messages. Twitch is better for discovery than YouTube, but you already got us buns. Yeah, I already got you guys. Yeah, I was more just curious to see how performance does on YouTube. Like there's certain benefits to YouTube. So where did I put my pen? Oh, there you are, under the tablet. Of course you're under the tablet. Why would you be anywhere where I could see you? Yeah, it's not that one platform is like necessarily better or worse than the other. It's just you're trading certain pros and cons for one or the other. YouTube might be more limited, but YouTube has the potential for continued passive revenue, whereas Twitch is extremely dependent upon its subscription model. And I mean, not that YouTube isn't either, because they have memberships and stuff like that. But yeah, YouTube is good in the sense that everything is kind of in one place. If you post videos, if you do any other kind of content, it's kind of all here in one place. So that's the benefit. Plus your VODs, if you behave, which I didn't behave today, teehee, then your YouTube VODs can be monetized after a certain point. And that in itself, it's archived long-term naturally instead of Twitch's really clunky archive system. So it's just like weighing those things up. I can't say for certain yet which I feel serves me better. But yeah. YouTube is technically meant to be more kid-friendly. Don't you mean the entire internet now? Gags. In my experience, Twitch is better for discovery. Yeah. Pink was defeated! Cats was smashing dough together, but it kept getting censored. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Oh my gosh. YouTube really didn't like that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because in slang it could mean something else, which is sad. It's kind of a waste. Yeah, maybe smashing is the word it doesn't like. All right. Well, back to the grind. I will get this done today, or so help me. Or so help me. Never buying it again. It stinks like wet, raw flour. Ew! Icky. Icky nasty. Sounds like it smells kind of foul. Rest in bad dough smell. Kath's nose. You will be remembered for your bravery. For for your bravery and your sacrifice. I need your hair to be shinier. Excellent. Very good, sir. It is coming together. Oh boy, oh boy. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Just gotta hold out a little bit. I believe in us. "22 pictures to do." Yeah, that's the major arcana, right? 22. Basically. I have set myself up for great pain. Smiles. Blinks. Very slowly. But it's okay. This is what we signed up for. This is the goal. Nearly almost done. Kinda partially done. Ganbarimasu. I believe in you. I believe in you. You got this. Ah, fight that no. Oh, well. That too, I guess. Ah, yes. Me, the one streaming art progress. Yes. I have not, that did not slip my mind. About as much as I did last year. Good luck. I'm scared. I'm scared. It's ambitious. It is indeed ambitious. But if we can do it, I'll feel very proud. I will feel very proud and very achieved. I'm not doing anything. I'm already done for the day. Damn. Must be nice. Must be nice. Nah, get your rest in. Get your comfort maxing on. It is time. Oh my gosh, almost there. The only problem is gonna be, this is gonna be really annoying to color, this part, I think. right, there we go. Much better. Pace yourself, because I went hard the first 2 weeks and then I was dead until the last 3 days. No. 31 days and 22 pictures, so do at least 70% of a picture per day. Oh, per day. Oh, per day. Oh. What have I done to myself? Oh no. What have I set myself up for? Crunches in contemplation. Oh boy. Yeah, if we can do that. Actually, okay. Here's the game plan. Here's the game plan. Let's do a little game plan. So, if we have 31 days, and we divide that up into like weeks, what is that? 7, 14, 21, 28 plus 3 days. So 3 weeks, 3 days. And if we have 22 of the major arcana, so 22 cards, we divide this by 3. That should be 7.33, so that's like 7 1/3. So for every week and 1 day, which is 8 days. So for every 8 days, we need to be doing about 7 art pieces. 7 1/3 art pieces. There is 4 weeks? Wait, is it 4 weeks? 4 weeks! I'm crazy. Okay, I'm crazy. Hold on. Okay. Okay, wait. No, you're right. Hi, Kita! Hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You can watch me fail at math. So wait. Yeah, 4 weeks. I'm stupid. Okay. So we want to divide this. So it's like roughly each week. We'll exclude the 3 days for now. That's 3 days will be our buffer. We'll leave 3 days as buffer time. So if we divide this by 4, which will be what's that? That's 5. Okay. So per week it's gonna be 5.5 cards per week. That's kind of doable. And the way I'm thinking that we tackle this, right? The way I'm thinking we tackle this is I will do at the beginning of each week. At the beginning of each week, I will start by doing 6 thumbnails. Right? So the first day of the week will be thumbnails. This will be including color. This is not a drawing, this is not a sketch, this is a thumbnail. This is like, I do a very, very rough, like, concepting, right? Or whatever. right? Let's just pretend for a second that this is like a concept or whatever. It's very rough, and then you just do like some rough colors to sort of get the idea of what you're going for, right? Or whatever, right? Like that's what I'm referring to. We do 6 of these on the first day, and that's gonna be our blueprint. That's gonna be our blueprint, and we use that, and we try to do a piece a day, but obviously we'll have the extra 2 days as buffer, so it's not the end of the world if we don't, but that's kind of the plan. That's gonna have to be the plan. The bun can totally math, don't worry about it. Yeah. YueHua accidentally finishes Artfight a week early. If we go by the other format, maybe. Well, it depends. If I'm able to do stuff super quick, then maybe, but I'll keep some buffer space for in case I have off days or days where I need to rest. So yeah. YueHua's almost 9-day weeks. Crazy. Better at multiplication than they are at division. Shut! That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe you said that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. How'd the word thumbnail end up meaning that? I think it's because it's supposed to literally be a sketch that's no bigger than your thumbnail. Yeah. It's to do with the size. It's because a thumbnail sketch is literally supposed to be on paper like that small. The focus is not on detail. And by doing it, I mean, we don't strictly stick to that size anymore when thumbnailing, but the concept is still there. Where like you keep it as small as you can so that you don't overwork details, because it's not about details. It's about shapes and color, and that's it. That's it. Yeah. It's just so that you can have the composition and the plan pretty much sorted as early as possible. It's so you problem solve a bunch of stuff sooner rather than later. Mm-hmm. I can't believe you can't believe it. And I can't believe that you can't believe that I can't believe it. Snums up emote. It's such a good emote. It's a snumnail. Amazing. But yes, say hello to my slime ball of a man, Jingshun. He's my vile little freak slash affectionate. I really hated him at first, and then he crawled into my heart, and I'm like, you're crazy, but sure. I guess you'll sit there now as a character that I care about. Even though I know you're going to get the worst kind of ending ever in the story, but it's fine. It's what you deserve. "100% a poison type?" Mm-hmm. You bet he is. He's like a normal poison type. I would clock, if he was a Pokemon, he would be a normal poison type. And the normal typing is very intentional. Very intentional there. He needs to be the most unassuming looking thing you've ever seen. He looks like he wouldn't hurt a fly. But meanwhile... meanwhile... His thick eyebrows are cute. I love those. Eee! I'm glad. I'm very glad. Yeah. A lot of his old design definitely stayed. But I kind of just I gave him a little bit of a freshen up. The design didn't really need to change too much because it's pretty good the way it is, in my humble opinion. I think the only thing I really changed was his hair originally wasn't like this when it was down, but it makes sense considering how he ties up his hair, so it's kind of layered. The part that ties up and the part that doesn't. Want to have that ghost immunity? Yup. One day some transmigrator will wake up in your story with the sole purpose of saving him. No, the way that you're giving me ideas. The way that you're giving me ideas to give him an AU where that happens. That would be kind of funny. I think that's pretty much it for these two. So he needs his hair on this other side. On YouTube streams, I'm amused that the weird little heart button keeps covering the chat for me. Yes, and it's so frustrating. I had to actually go and get myself an external chat system to view so that I can block it out. Cause it's so bad. I can't see chat. Competitive Pokesono where you behave different solely so you get better typing. Crazy. I spread. Hello. Differentiating between an alligator and a crocodile is hard, but the sure way to know the difference is that one will see you later and other after a while. Hey. I think I can turn the feature off, but it's only like pre-stream. I'd have to set it up pre-stream. Yeah, I think next time we'll see if I can disable it. I think it's possible. If anything, the emoji button should let me select any emoji. I need to check Smoochie's total react this stream. Yes, please. Let this be a thing. I need this to be a thing. Ay. Yeah, I wish we had custom emotes on here, but alas, unfortunately, those are for people with videos with views, and we are not there. So, alas. That would imply me needing to make content outside of streaming. With what time? With what hours? Where do I pull this from? I don't even have ideas. My problem is there's too many possibilities. There's too many things I could make. But we also know that YouTube is picky. You kind of have to pick your one thing and stick to it. Like, YouTube doesn't like it when you deviate from the thing you set out to do and started your channel with. They don't really like it when you deviate. Or so I hear. So I hear. Who knows? It's true. Whoa, guys, what is happening? What is this feature? What is this feature? This is crazy. Wait, what? What? Oh my gosh, it just turned it into like a vector. Wait, what? What? I mean, I didn't want it to do that, but okay. "24 hours stream is just a gif of the rotating bunlet." I don't know. I mean, if it did anything for the algorithm, funnily enough, it might. I've seen weirder things pop off, honestly. I mean, maybe I should just make Yap content. I mean, I have thought about it. The only problem with Yap content is like, at least the kind that I'm thinking of. It's a little bit more like essay formulaic, or like talking about media, like games and stuff, assessing things. There is a lot of time that goes into research and writing. You're stretching the shadow like a gum! I really am. Finding a pounding box for them and pulling it around. It is pretty cool! It's a cool... I don't know how I did it. I was just holding my pen down for a really long time, I think. And it was just like, hey, do you want to stretch and manipulate this? Cool, you are now stretching and manipulating. Like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. I had no idea. Cut yappy parts from your streams and stitch them together? That's definitely a thought. It's definitely a thought. The problem, so that's the other problem. If I do any kind of cutting from streams, that's a whole lot of extra work. Ironically enough, it's like you're trading the writing and scripting work for scrubbing and cutting through hours of footage, which is like equates to probably the same amount of time you would be spending just writing something, you know? Because say you're only cutting from a 6-hour stream, right? You would have to scrub 6 hours to find stuff, right? And if you miss something and you go over things multiple times, it's not just 6 hours, it multiplies. So yeah, it's more like I'm just trying to think like what's the more time efficient way for me to make things that I would still enjoy to make. Finding your footing in our community for that. Yeah, exactly. It does kind of, because at that point, it depends on you having an existing community. Knowing your penchant to fall down rabbit holes, no pun intended. Remember when I tried to like crop one of your old stream ones? Yes, I totally just gave up 3 hours in because it's so much. Yeah, you get it. you totally get it. It's, yeah, because you may look at the timestamp and think, oh, 6 hours, you know, but that's 6 hours, potentially times 2, times 3, depending on how much you go back and forth through the thing. And even if you're super efficient, and you keep a log to the side where it's like this timestamp, and then like you give yourself a sentence footnote, right, of what's at that timestamp. Even if you're really efficient and you do that, you're still scrubbing 6 hours. Maybe prepare something to yap about. Mark when you were about to yap and then grab that portion of your stream that you marked. Yeah, that's true. That is another option. In the moment, marking timestamps for myself. Yeah, that is another option. Yeah. I think if it comes to like yap content, part of the appeal for me would be creating my own visuals to go with it. I think that could be really fun. So I might like, one could always do shorter stuff as well. It doesn't have to be super in depth. Sometimes it can just be shorter stuff. It's just like finding, I think for me, it's, I know that like yap content is something that I wouldn't mind doing. It's a case of finding, what's my common thread, right? Like what's the thing that ties all of it together though? Is it just that it's games? Is it just that it's like storytelling? Is it, you know, there should be like a middle ground that everything ties back to. Because then YouTube tends to favor that, and it also helps me to sort of like, as a creator, it will help me stay grounded in like where and what I talk about and make next, instead of having the the wide world of options available to me. Laughing at the idea of like a stream element button that just shows, yeah, inbound. Stream making the visuals while you talk about the thing and discuss with chat, and then you come to conclusion for script or video and all your assets are prepared. That's definitely an idea. Yeah. True. You won't immediately be the next Jacob Geller, but it's always good to consider what you can talk about. Yeah, because the truth is like the hard truth, unfortunately, about like quote unquote content creation is like the people who get to make whatever they want, it's because they have earned a place already, right? They've earned a place where there's enough people that know them by name, and their name has become their brand, right? Not the thing they make. And the reality is like I'm not there. So if I make anything, it would have to be, and I'm not trying to do something I wouldn't be interested in. It's a case of like finding the Venn diagram overlap of something that I am interested in creating that matches the formulaic approach of content creation when you're not a big name, right? It's finding that overlap, finding where that middle ground is. And that's more where I'm at right now. That's why I haven't really made anything. Because I'm trying to figure out where stuff I make would sit. Because it has to like, you do have to kind of sit within some kind of pattern, you know? It's like, this is the person that breaks down storytelling elements. This is the person that breaks down hidden lore in this specific video game, right? Like those are the commonalities. That's the middle ground. And you gotta have that somewhere. Otherwise YouTube kicks your ass. The YueHua gamer subs deal I purchased was a scam? Shoot. Damn, we had a gamer subs deal? Crazy. Yeah. We'll get there eventually. It's just the beginning point, you know? Yeah. Because I know, gosh, I know some of the ones that really inspire me. And granted, these ones are like way higher production than I would even go for as a solo creator. But things like Overly Sarcastic Productions is a really good example of what I'm talking about. They have names, so they've been able to branch out a bit, but you'll notice like their content always falls under Like everything they do still maintains that middle ground, and that middle ground for them is storytelling elements, right? They've branched a little bit into like mythology and stuff as well, but one can argue that that does fall under a similar branch of commonality. And that's more what I mean. It's like finding what's the commonality that I could like talk about forever, right? That I could find a million ideas in. Because there's tons of stuff I could talk about. It's just finding the thing that I could keep working with for a really long time. What would the YueHua brand flavor be? Matcha? 100%. Actually 100% matcha. Yes. 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 Absolutely. I cannot tell you how obsessed with matcha I am personally. And the fact that it's green, it's actually the perfect flavor branding for me. If I ever had a flavor brand, it would be matcha. Hands down, easily. No arguments there. I'm literally obsessed with matcha. Pistachio or I'll die. Pistachio is a really good one. Okay, for things that can't be matcha, pistachio would be a nice alternative, like flavor alternative to spice things up. Yeah. Matcha and pistachio. Wait, do you think they would go well together? Do you think pistachio and matcha could go together? I kind of feel like they could. Like in the right context, I think they could maybe go really well together. You have many test buns to subject to yapping to find out. True. True. Very true. Very true. I guess like the things that mostly interest me are like usually storytelling related, but not to the degree of like, I'm not someone who will tell you how to write a story, but I love breaking down an existing story. I do enjoy finding the themes and like the messages. But I don't know if that's what I would do primarily. I don't know. I'm mostly just thinking out loud here. It's something I've thought about for a really long time, so it's not like I have any answers. It's one of those things that I just have to sit on. Yeah, at least 4. And that's crazy that I even have at least 4. That's still crazy to me. That's crazy. We are your humble victims. Don't put it like that. Crazy. English teacher Yue. I am the least qualified person to be teaching English. You can talk about creative process? True, I could. Yeah. It's one of those things where like I have to feel like there's lots of room for me to talk about it. Creative process, maybe. Raise his hand. Yes, you in the back there, Sina. Teacher Yue, you forgot about English homework. Shoot. Okay, your homework is reading Lord of the Flies. That's it. That's it. That's your English homework. Good luck. The homework is surviving. It's not about analyzing, it's about surviving. Just survive the book. Only read. Exactly. And I have a teacher degree. Damn! We got some teachers in this chat. I can't do it because I have to wash my hair. Damn. All right. I guess that checks. Wouldn't want the pages to get wet. What if I don't want to do that homework? Well, you know, that's in your prerogative. But I would also ask you, do you want to fail? Do you want to fail and have to repeat this class? I think that's the real question here. At least assigned to write an essay. Nah, you see, in the School of the Bun, we don't believe in essays. We believe in read and only read. I'm kidding. I don't actually mean that. Essays are good. I'm not actually dissing essays. Disclaimer. In all seriousness, you should absolutely write essays, even in your free time. Even out of school. It's actually really good for you. Book club? Book club. Oh, I'm just auditing the class? Well then. You can make a creative assignment and make the class recreate the climax of the book. That sounds incredibly specific. I feel like something happened here once upon a time. I feel like there's a horror story here. There's a horror story here. Oh, it'd be great if I stopped like hunching my neck over like a hunchback. I can feel it in my shoulders. Or the scenes that they found interesting. Then you could have a very interesting talk with the principal while kids run around with this stick and a big head. Like, oh, don't worry about it. This is part of their English homework. It's like, this is their English homework? It's like, yeah. Ever read Lord of the Flies? Funny. No horror stories, just my fantasies. Exactly why I shouldn't be a teacher. No, I think you would be an excellent teacher. It's just a shame because, like, schools are so strict. That would honestly be the most fun and engaging way for kids to, like, really absorb a book's story and the themes. Like, truly. I mean, we kind of did something like that for me in primary school. It wasn't for Lord of the Flies. It was for an Australian children's book, the Wombat Stew book. I think I've mentioned this before, but we got to do an assembly play, which is basically just a very loose play that the kids would put on based on like the book, and we all got our roles and stuff, and somehow I ended up as the emu. And I remember having to like use like a a stocking on my hand. I put a blanket like over my head, and so my hand was the beak, like this paper beak. And that's how I played the emu who got almost chucked into stew. Yeah, for those who don't know, it's a children's book, but it's literally a dingo that's trying to like cook animals into stew, and they're all like running away from him or something. They're like tricking him at every turn to get away. Or something along those lines. Alright, come on, we can do this. Ah! That's not the right tone. There we go. Much better. Alright, I will finish this, or so help me. Or so help me. This is my sole mission today. We will get there. Oh, it's just an uphill battle. But this eraser tool is saving my life, so that is pretty good. We'll just check anti-overflow, fill up to vector path, tolerance. Actually lower the tolerance maybe and see if that helps it be a little bit stricter in where it erases. It should, I hope. No! Come on. Oh, maybe it's too strict now. Let's pump it up a little bit. I guess like so long as I just do like a mix of the assisted erasing for like the big chunks, and then like I can always just go in and handle the details myself. It's still faster than whatever the heck I was doing before. Whatever I was doing in the past. Taking 5 million years to do anything. Alright, what color is your gown gonna be? Your nightgown, sir. Do we make it... do we go with his purple, or do we make his entire nightgown, like, light? I feel like light would be really good for him. Like, it would kinda... it'd be a very nice juxtaposition from his, like, day clothes. Yeah, I think so. dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Alright, cool. And then we can make his inner clothing maybe that can be purple. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Let's make it like a light purple. Let's make it like a really soft, light, bluey purple. Yeah. Get some shadows in there. Very good. I guess we could add like a little bit of gold trim. Maybe not like super obvious though. It's kind of just a little bit lighter than what he's already got here. Maybe? It's kind of a hard color to really see if it works or not. It kind of does. You know what? Sure. We're not gonna think about it too much. Otherwise, I will be here for 5 million years. And as we all know, that is not the goal today. That is not the goal! Alright, let's blend some of these out. Get this color fixed. Okay, real talk though. Real talk though. What color are we making the fox? The little fox depiction of him. Are we making him like a golden color, or are we making him purple, or... Oh wait, it should be his hair. It should be like his hair. He should be kind of like a pinkish purple, and then like the darker part should be like his hair. No more fake talk. No more fake talk. Fake talk is over. Fake talk is in the past. Only real talk from now on. We're only real talkers here in this channel space. If I catch you lying, if I catch you fake talking, it's to jail with you. Dun dun dun. Purple! Yeah, I was thinking we could make it like, kind of like what's going on with his hair color palette wise. Because the fox has got like these darker parts, which are supposed to be closer to black. So we'll make it so that the hair is like this purpley color. It's purpley pink. And then it goes to black. Yeah. Purple with gold highlights. Ooh. Ooh. We're cooking. Yeah. I like what you're putting down. We will definitely mess with that. We have to be frank? How can I be frank when I'm Kev? Well, that's an excellent question. That is an excellent question indeed. How does one become frank? How do we embody this mysterious Frank? Who is they? I don't like Frank. So rude. Well, it's a good thing you're not Frank then, huh? Maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the best that we all avoid being Frank. Don't be like that Frank guy. Be like you. The only you can be. We die and they get stitched together by a man named Victor. Crazy reference. Lamau. Maybe this bag should be dark purple. With the help of another guy named Igor? Who can say? Perhaps. Perhaps. You know, I'm gonna go on a limb and say these are the people from Frankenstein, I'm assuming. I can't be 100% certain. I've not personally read it, but I feel like I recognize those names. When everybody would call us Frankenstein, but some smarty pants will pop in with, actually, it's Frankenstein's monster. Actually? What color should this be? Maybe it should be like kind of ominous. Like so. Yeah, we'll make it look ominous. Whatever this little thing he's holding is. He's plotting. He's scheming. He's cooking, if you will. Let the man cook. Frank Einstein. Wouldn't be a bad name, I guess. True. Would they be a Frank Einstein? Oh, you haven't done your eyes yet? They are a very deep brown. Should be like so. Kind of want to bring some of the purple back in though. So maybe like the lighter part can have a bit of purple, and then where the brown gets darker. Ah! Eyes are hard. Eyes are very hard. What if I just didn't do pupils? Would that be so crazy? Would that be so teehee crazy of me? What if we just didn't draw pupils? Why is it so hard to get these pupils to look right? There we go. There we go. Jeez. Eyeballs, man. Man, oh man. Ooh, but you know what we should do? Just a little glint. Like so. For this little orb. He's obsessed with it. He's obsessed with this item of power. One day he forgets it is not his own. His hubris will be his downfall. Let's see. Okay, those can be a little bit darker. Same here. Now I have to figure out if we can add like a little bit of gold in here. Maybe we can. We're being a little bit cheeky. Where would we add it? Maybe in the eyes? Inside the ears? Unless like the lighter part is gold. Nah, I think we want it to be like a highlight more than anything else. Oh, you know how like some animals will have like, they'll have just like a patch of color on like their chest fur. Maybe that's where the gold sits. Maybe then what I can do is like kind of like this. Nah. Nah. Not quite what we're after. Could be that the gold is too gold? Doggy has a white mark on his chest like that. Oh, cute! I think it's so cute when animals have that. I just don't know if it makes sense for Jingshan. Like, he needs to look very unassuming. I want to add gold somewhere, but... it is tricky. Indeed. Maybe it's just the eyes. Maybe the best place for it is just the eyes. It could be. Yeah, I think it is. I think that's gonna be the best place for it, is in the eyes. Because then the eyes really pop out. Brings the whole thing together, I think. Then like a little bit of white in the chest there, maybe. The chin. He looks so unamused. Love him. Ow. I'm glad. I'm glad people like him. He very much grew on me. He is an absolute tragedy of a character, but he is his own tragedy. He may have been a product of circumstance, but at the end of the day, it, like, he saw the example of someone doing something very different to his belief, and it worked. And he still chose to do things the way he did. He dug his heels in, basically. He dug his heels into his sunk cost fallacy. Because he really just, you know, You know when you're just like, you see something else working, but for some reason you just don't apply it to yourself. You just don't apply it to yourself because you don't really, you're too stubborn. You're too ingrained in your own way of doing things, right? That you don't really think to apply it to yourself. That is unfortunately his downfall. But yeah! Yippee! We did it, guys. He's done. He is done! Yahoo! There he is! Ugh! I'm too good to need that cheating method, which is ironic because it's the other way around, in a way. He thinks you, like, you're so right for that, but the irony is in the fact that Jingshin's understanding of the world is very, like, he thinks the only way he will ever find peace in life is if he is at the top of the food chain. He thinks it's the only, like, peace is only obtained through climbing the ranks. If you, like, he doesn't question the system, he just questions why he's not at the top of it. You know? And so what better way than aiming for the seat of Jade Emperor himself, right? If he can be Jade Emperor of the heavens, there will be no one above him, right? He thinks that's the ultimate, like, the ultimate safety. And the problem is you don't get to a position like that without, like, doing a lot of shady things. You don't get to that position without, like, pulling strings in your favor. At this rate, the transmigrator is gonna be me to give this man a slap behind his head and then a bear hug. Oh! Stop. I actually love that. Oh. No, you're giving me ideas. You're giving me ideas. You're giving me ideas. Now there's nothing saying I can't make two worlds for this guy. One where he's the villain and one where someone transmigrates and fixes him. I would applaud, but YouTube is lame. It doesn't have any clapping emotes. That stinks. Oh, you can use standard emotes, can't you? I think you can use standard ones. I assumed it would be from the start. Really? Nah, he's the villain. Jingshin is the villain of the story. He is the guy that suffers because, well, he's the character that doesn't learn, unfortunately. Maybe he learns afterwards, but he will have to suffer great humiliation first. Call it a wake-up call, maybe. I don't know where his story goes beyond that, though. I mean, like, I won't say too much because it's technically all spoilers, but... Oh, Keth is the transmigrator? Yes. It's giving... You know what's giving? It's giving Moshang. It's giving Moshang from Scum Villain. That's what it's giving. A little bit, maybe. It's a little bit of, it's also giving Shenju. I mean, I won't lie. Scum Villain is one of my favorite stories, so, you know, there's a bit of inspiration here and there. But yeah, I think this guy just needs... he needs to be knocked down a few pegs. Quite frankly. He needs to be humbled. That's what he needs. He needs to be humbled a few times. Not just once. A few times. Get it through his thick skull. Okay? He's not felt safe a day in his life. He pretends, but like, it's all a facade. This man is like a tightly wound coil. And if you think he's not going to snap, he will. He's just gonna do it behind closed doors. He's not gonna do it in front of people. He is so many red flags. He is all red flags. But power to you if you can fix him. I believe in you. I believe in you. But yippee! It is done. It is done. I will sign and post this later. But for now, yeah, that was actually pretty productive. I think we did pretty good today. I don't think I've got anything more in me in terms of art for today, quite frankly. Otherwise, I would keep the stream going. But yeah, what is the time? 8:30. Thinking emoji. We do have tons of streams this week, so yeah. I'm thinking we might maybe start to wrap up soon. The boy's flags are crimson. Yes, this boy is littered with red flags. He is the problem, TM. Don't trust him. You got work done? It's a good stopping point? Yeah. It's probably a good place to stop. Yeah. I feel kind of bad though, because we finished, we did what we set out to accomplish, which was to finish something faster than I normally do, which is crazy because we did it in 3 hours, not 6 hours this time. That's pretty good. Thumbs up emoji. That's pretty good. I feel bad though because it does mean it's a shorter stream than normal. But yeah. All right. In that case, let's start wrapping up because I will see you all tomorrow and the day after and many days this week and next week. So I think it'll be fine. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in to stream today. I hope you all had fun. Thank you for joining me on this journey. We will be absolutely trying to do more of this behind the scenes. Monday we'll be continuing more Artfight prep since we've got 2 weeks. Hopefully I can get all of them uploaded. We might actually do like Xiaotu or something on Monday. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Yeah. I feel bad I finished what I intended to do. The opposite of what an artist would say. Don't call me out like this. You don't need to speak so loud. Oh my gosh. No. Speaking so loud. Now you're right though, it is kind of funny. No worries, gonna prepare for the extra time later these 2 weeks. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for streaming, always fun. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thank you. Use my instant voice next time. Good. Very good. But yeah, thank you so much. Please take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in. And again, we have a special schedule, so I will be seeing you all on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday this week. Tomorrow for Honkai Star Rail. Look forward to that because things are hitting the freaking fan. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, but I'm so excited. Okay. All right, I will see you around. Bye, everyone.